What are your thoughts about the recent plans announced by the governor for I-405?
Well, there's been a real problem with 405 with the express toll lanes, where in order to drive with fewer than 3 people in the car, if you want to get into those express lanes, the HOV lane, which used to be 2 or more, you have to pay a toll. Unfortunately, what that's done is it's left everyone else in the general purpose lanes sitting in traffic as long, if not longer, than before. So it only helps the very few who either can or are willing to pay more to travel on those roadways. The governor's plan starts opening those lanes up on weekends and after 7 p.m., which is a good start. The biggest problem is during the commute hours prior to 7 p.m. And we really need to do more than just open them up after the commute is done. We need to open those lanes up during the commute to get more people through more quickly.
Budgets are coming out next week. Can you give us an update on your work with the Chair of Transportation on the supplemental budget?
Right. Well, we write budgets for a 2-year period. So last year, 2015, we'll write a budget that will start July 1st of 2015 and be good through June 30th of 2017. But things can change in that time period. So what we do in the even numbered years, and actually at the beginning of next year as well, we'll write supplemental budgets to account for those changes. Either revenue dropped, or more revenue came in, or some project can't be done. So we'll make changes, we'll make adjustments to those budgets. And so I've been working with the chair through what we refer to as budget cabinet, where the chair and her vice chairs, myself as the ranking member and my assistant ranking members, sit around a table in the evenings and try to figure out whether we're going to grant somebody's specific request or not to come into the supplemental budget. Sometimes we say yes, sometimes we say no, sometimes we say, this might be something we should do later, or we do something in between a yes and a no. We grant some of it, maybe at a smaller level. And so these budgets, these supplemental budgets, are going to be coming out next week. And it won't just be the transportation budget. Capital budget and operating budget are likely to all come out next week so people can see what kind of adjustments are being made. If they weren't funded before, are they going to be funded now? If they were funded before, are they still going to be funded at the same level that they were before? And so we'll take those up. That's one of the things that we do need to do before we leave at the end of session on March 10th.
The House schedule has shifted to hearing new bills in committee. What is happening with your substitute teacher proposal?
Right. So we just finished passing bills out of the House that originated in the House, and the Senate did the same thing. Now we have to consider the other chamber's bills. So we're going to start hearing Senate bills in House committees, and the Senate committees are now hearing House bills. In fact, my substitute teacher bill was actually heard on the first day of those hearings over in the Senate. So I'm very hopeful that we can get that passed and get some more qualified individuals into the classroom. So we'll have a qualified teacher coming in as substitutes.